economy is not so good for drug dealers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, the profession that I believe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they actually studied this, and they found the economics of drug dealing is not good at all.
Oh, really?
Not good at all. But it's available. It's what they have, and it's also basically America. I mean, if you look at the American dream, for who does the American dream really work?
Oh.
There are not that many people in the U.S. for who this dream actually works, but still, people from all over the world want to go to the USA because they believe maybe they will not be able to succeed, but their children might be able to succeed. And it's the same with that. Maybe they think, okay, well, okay, I can become a drug dealer. Maybe I will not cut it, but at least I have a chance.
Oh.
And it means that you don't have to study. You don't have to go and work in a supermarket or whatever. So you can just pick it up, and it's maybe some kind of exciting, and you got some respect in the neighborhood because you're one of the tough boys.
Tough boys.
Tough boys.
Tough boys.
Yeah.
This is understandable. Like my age, 72 years old,
Yeah.
Japanese company never tried to hire me, but America is different. If I can do that, like language skill, or I know the skill of the politics or economy, they're going to hire me, but not in Japan. Japan is very limited and conservative, everything.
Yeah.
But the American society is not conservative, open for everybody. Okay, if you have skill, if you have knowledge, if you have experience, they're going to hire you, but not in Japan.
Yeah,
So that's still America remaining, some of American dream, not like before. Year by year, just gate is getting narrow, but still, compared with Japan, a big opportunity they have. I believe that. Like a Silicon Valley for IT skill, if I have IT skill like AI knowledge, they're going to hire me. But here in Japan, never do that. Impossible. So this is different.
Yeah.
But black people, what problem is no knowledge, no skill, no study, so there's no opportunity.
Yeah. One of my Japanese friends went to the Alabama College. Alabama State. Yeah, so at the time, so he chose something mechanic or something. But at the time, so first grade and second grade, there are many black students. But at the third grade, so they kicked out because when high school, so the black kids didn't get enough education about basic mathematics.
Right.
So the third grade in the U.S. colleges, the level is jumping up at third grade. So many black students can't follow them. So finally, the graduate people are like Asian, Chinese, Japanese, or white people.
Yeah, the education is terrible.
Yeah, because I take Stanford University YouTube education and mathematics course, but very difficult. So almost Japanese students cannot follow on this course. I understand why black people or Japanese people cannot catch up with that course. It's not easy. A lot of heavy burden of homework,
Okay.
and they cannot keep up with it. I understand.
Yeah.
Why Japanese students don't want to go American graduate school? Very understandable. If going to graduate school and attend AI course, he cannot understand what teacher said, professor said. The reason is if he studied like a convolutional network and so on heavily, he cannot catch up with it. Not like Japanese graduate school. Japanese graduate school, the professor will go and teach them the content. But the American graduate school never teach the content. Just discussion. Did you study and what kind of question do you have? Ask me. Sort of teaching approach is different.
Like a business school. Same.
Right.
Yeah.
Different. So this is, I think, like black people. That's the reason black people cannot catch up with it.
I mean,
If he has,
even undergraduated, they can't. That's
yeah.
what
If
I
he has
see.
objective, if he has goal, if he has target, maybe he can catch up with it. Okay, the mental attitude is black people is not so high compared with white elite, not white people, white elite.
Yeah, but so okay, but
I know what you mean.
but you also need to realize that actually there is a much brighter future waiting for white people than there is for black people in the U.S. It's much easier to make a career as a white person than as a black person in the U.S.
But I doubt
Especially
that.
if you're from the
I doubt that. Just if black people they try to get skill and knowledge and experience, he can find job.
yeah, that's true. I know.
Yeah, probably.
I've worked with a lot of very intelligent black people who had an excellent education in the U.S. So it's absolutely possible.
Yeah, possible.
It is
Yeah,
possible, and a lot of people will see that around. But there are a lot of people who actually come from the hood, from the bad neighborhoods where there is a kind of like self-fulfilling circle going on, where basically people see that their lives, the lives around them, gives them the opportunity, gives them the impression that there is not so much opportunity for them.
Oh,
And that means that if there's not much opportunity, if they feel there's not much opportunity for them, why would they work hard to do it? I mean, then it's kind of rational to think, okay, why would I work hard if I won't get a job anyway? If I probably end up as a single mother looking after my kid and having to work hard in a supermarket to make ends meet. That's how I grew up.
no. Black people cannot go to university because they cannot pay the fees for university. They cannot. $70,000 a year. No, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Also it's true, but even if black people have money, so the basic education is not
You mean
the level
middle
of
high
the-
school? You said?
Yes, middle high school. Yeah, my friend said that. But actually, in the US is a big country, so I don't know the Midwest or the East Coast, like
Yeah,
New
yeah,
York,
yeah,
Boston,
no,
or,
absolutely.
it's quite different.
見放題作品数ナンバーワン UNEXT
Yeah, there are some white people that take advantage racial in the promotion, when promotion, so it's true, I think. As Uno-san said, if even in the Asian people or black people has a skill, but so when the promotion, so if the white guy and Japanese guy have the same skill, some company choose white guy because they don't need to choose the Asian guy at the same level. So
Right.
this is kind of a racial
Yeah, but the same
discrimination, but
But the same thing
yeah,
happens in Japan.
but of course, because
Of course.
yeah, of course, in the New York, they every guy want to survive, right? So of course they use want to take advantage,
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so-
also it's because
yeah.
they know each other, their parents know each other, they went to the same school, they have the same background. It makes sense. They went to Tokyo University or Waseda, or they have the same background. Their parents have the same background. They have something in common. They just feel like instinctively they feel attracted towards each other. So the same thing happens in Japan. The same thing happens everywhere in the world.
Oh, by the way, when I was working with Accenture, American person transferred to Tokyo, but normally their talent is lower than Japanese. Lower than Japanese.
Really?
Yeah, they just discrimination. They actually existed. American is more superiority rather than Japanese. That's obviously. Like a head of Japanese responsible person, but actually he's not kind of skilled, not talented, but actually he just got position. Came from United States. I had that experience. That time I couldn't respect him. This is just staying in Japan for several years, but kind of Sun Beach guy. Yeah, terrible. So
Well, he thought the same thing about you, this show.
oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so what is this video?
In this video, the guy has an interview with a high school teacher.
Yes, what?
I'm sorry.
The guy on the left is a high school teacher,
Okay.
and he's talking about the system that he has been asked to to have his students pass, even though they didn't come to school, even though they didn't attend classes, even though they didn't deserve to be passed. But the school asked them to let them graduate because they needed to have the numbers in order to get funding for their school. And basically, he is saying that okay, our educational system is not really trying to educate children. They are just getting by on a year-by-year basis and just trying to let students pass and just give somebody else the responsibility to deal with them. But the educational system, he says, is completely
Oh, this guy, the
Yeah.
retired person?
Yeah, the retired person.